My name is Rock Manor. I'm producer of the horror audio anthology series Manor House, available on both iTunes and YouTube. I want to thank you, Bleeding Critic, for inviting me to share my horror memory on your fantastic website. And thank you for allowing the horror community a platform to share these terrifying memories. And wow, do I have a lot of horror memories. And then there are the fictional ones, too. I know, Bleeding Critic, you don't do funny. This was a tough one for me, simply because there were so many horror memories to choose from. Films were my first introduction to horror. Books and other mediums followed shortly after, so my first memories are all within film. Everything from Freddy Krueger's outstretched arms in A Nightmare on Elm Street, to Frank's resurrection in Hellraiser, The Blood Test in John Carpenter's The Thing, to Jeff Goldblum vomiting acid in Cronenberg's The Fly. But I'm going to go all the way back to the very first one I can remember, the earliest horror memory, one that I still find horrifying even today. And that would be the final scene in the 1981 film Raiders of the Lost Ark. I know, you're probably saying, "Hey Rock, that's not a horror film." And you're right. It isn't. Or at least it wasn't meant to be. It had a PG rating, and it was categorized as an action-adventure directed by the blockbuster-making Steven Spielberg. My parents were probably thinking, what could go wrong, when they took me to the theater to go see it? Oh, just some melting faces, grinning skulls, ghosts, exploding heads. At the end of the film, the Nazis have both Indiana Jones and Marion tied up while they open up the Ark to see what's inside. When they open it, a ghost figure emerges out of it, and it has the face of a beautiful woman. Then it reveals itself to be an angel of death when that beautiful face turns into this screaming skull. It literally screams. That's when things really get messy. Other angels of death soon emerge from the Ark, shooting lightning bolts through the Nazis and causing their faces to melt and their heads to explode. After I saw that, I thought I would never fall asleep again. But then something strange happened. I liked it. Or rather, I enjoyed the thrill of the scare. The thrill of being content one moment, then being scared out of my mind the next, and then knowing it was all over after the credits, but that I could go do it all over again. I was hooked. I was hooked to that roller coaster ride, the adrenaline rush, the drug known as horror. I'm Rock Manor, and thanks again to Bleeding Critic for this great chance to share a horror memory.